The beautiful woman driving the truck is Parker's girlfriend, Akali. At this moment, she is following Rick to the Indian River area. Today is a very important day for Rick. 3 weeks ago, Parker requisitioned all the people and equipment in the Indian River area. Now, Parker has assigned people and vehicles to Rick again. She can return to realize her dream there. Rick needs to harvest 31 kilograms of gold in the Indian River area. The gold mining season is nearing its halfway point. Can Rick harvest 31 kilograms of gold in time? Rick is still in time to mine 31 kilograms of gold in the Indian River area. The gold mining season is almost halfway through, and the annual target of 120 for kilograms has only achieved 30 kilograms so far. At this moment, Parker noticed an abnormality in the wash plant. There's no doubt the wash plant has malfunctioned again. Chris hurriedly stopped the wash plant. Upon inspection, they found that some rocks somehow had fallen into the sluice entrance. While checking, they discovered that some rocks had fallen into the sluice entrance. The gold harvest could lead to a continuous loss of gold. Parker felt like a fool at this moment. He spent $600,000 on designing and manufacturing the wash plant. Now, it's having problems after such a short time. Parker was so angry that he went straight to Rick's town in the Indian River area. As a mechanic, hadn't noticed the situation of the wash plant. He believed that Rick's negligence led to the wash plant's failure. He thought Rick, as a mechanic, didn't notice the situation of the wash plant, leading to the wash plant's failure. He needed Rick to go over and solve the problem quickly. This unwarranted reprimand made Rick very uncomfortable. Parker wanted Rick to go there and fix the problem quickly. This unfounded reprimand made Rick very uncomfortable. Parker planted a seed of leaving. Rick quickly identified the fault, mainly in the filtering deck of the shock absorber. Here, these decks are important components for filtering stones. The movable deck is fixed by a cotter and tier. Some cotter pins will inevitably come loose. This causes a few decks to come off when sieving fine coatings, resulting in stones entering the sluice trough below. This situation causes constant gold loss, eventually disrupt the water flow, resulting in the flushing away of gold. With no spare cotter pins, Rick could only find a few slightly larger ones and forced them into the gaps in the decks. This way, their wash plant was quickly restarted, but Rick couldn't return to the Indian River area. The tailings were about to pile up on the conveyor belt. Parker asked Rick to stay here and clean up the accumulated tailings. Rick, however, couldn't go back to the Indian River area. Parker wanted Rick to stay here and clean up the accumulated tailings. This made Rick very upset, considering his dream stage was in the Indian River area. But Parker's aggressive tone made it impossible for him to communicate normally. He was unable to express his feelings. With Parker's aggressive tone, Rick could only continue to stay here and dig tailings. However, he felt like he couldn't take it anymore. When the equipment didn't have any more accidents, this kind of week quickly came to an end. Chris is currently carrying out the first week of sluice cleaning in the new plant. Parker is looking forward to this new plant, bringing him amazing returns. But Chris, while cleaning the sluice, didn't feel like he had a big harvest. The time for the annual gold dredging competition happens to be Parker's birthday. This year is no exception. Parker is about to celebrate his 22nd birthday. The restaurant is ready for a sumptuous birthday feast. Everyone has gathered here, but Parker is not here. Even his girlfriend can't contact him. It's an awkward birthday party, except for the protagonist. Everyone else is there. In fact, at this time, Parker is checking their harvest for the week. But before the gold is weighed, the atmosphere makes him feel uneasy when he pours all the gold onto the scale. The weekly gold harvest is only 3 kilograms. This is the worst performance in years, even in recent years. Seeing this result, Parker is very frustrated. Remember, in the previous years, Parker's birthdays had already completed half of the annual goal, and now Parker is in no mood. Doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to be alone by the lake.